Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can be seated. So I'd like to thank you all for coming to welcome our incoming NHS members for our 2025 year. Before I begin, I just wanted to give a little background on NHS itself. NHS was actually founded back in 1921, so it's actually got a long history. And the idea behind NHS was to try to create a little bit of recognition for those students who actually do stuff outside of the classroom, to bring academics up as well in their community, leadership, and scholarship as well. So tonight, what we are going to do is we're going to recognize these students for their efforts that they do in the classroom, but also what they do out of the classroom as well. The basis of National Honor Society, there are 4 basic pillars. These pillars are scholarship, leadership, service, and character. There we go. Thank you. Before we begin, though, one of the things we try to emphasize is scholarship. And many of these students are very well versed, and so I usually like to try to quiz them a little bit on what their scholarship is. So students, I'm sure that many of you guys have read about the Knights Templar. They were actually hired by the Catholic military and founded initially to protect the Christian pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. I'm sure that many of you have heard of some of the more famous knights. You've heard of Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot was known for his bravery and his prowess on the battlefield. Some of you have heard of Sir Galahad. He was actually hired, and he was really supposed to be in charge of finding the Holy Grail. He was considered one of the purest knights. Some of you maybe are not familiar with some of the other lesser-known knights, though. Have you heard of the knight who never wanted to go into battle? That was surrender. How about the knight that was responsible for mapping out the battlegrounds? That was surveyor. Of course, there was the knight that was responsible for creating the round table, circumference. And then my favorite of all of them was the knight that was responsible for the music, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Anyway. All right, so each of these students have committed themselves to striving for excellence in many areas of their life, and they continue to set examples by being role models for other students outside of the classroom as well. As part of the National Honor Society application process, each student is rated on their performance on their application, and then also graded on the pillars of the National Honor Society: scholarship, character, leadership, and service. We have 4 different speakers who are going to speak tonight and give some insight on each one of these characteristics of the National Honor Society and how they believe that these characteristics should be demonstrated or how this characteristic affects them. The first to speak will be on scholarship.
I light the candle that represents scholarship. Scholarship is a commitment to learning. As students, we are willing to spend hours studying because we know the importance and lasting benefits of a well-rounded education, as well as the love of being a lifelong learner. We should continue to learn throughout others through daily life, even when our formal education has ended. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and can be acquired in only one way: through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp which read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Members have the responsibility to continue and expand their world through opportunities inherent in scholarship.
And next we will have Ivy Mills speaking on character.
I light the candle that represents character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality and personality. Without character, no one can possess self-respect or hope to attain the respect of others. It is a force of character which guides us through life and, once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved by constant action and daily striving to make the right choices. The problem of character is the lack of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. Character is who you are when no one is watching, but it is also who you are when everyone is watching. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, integrity, empathy, and sincerity, we may hope to provide by example that value.
Our next speaker will be Aubrey Camphouse, speaking on leadership.
I light the candle that represents leadership. Leadership should be noticeably demonstrated throughout our school. In taking initiative in class and school activities, real leaders strive to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield to one's person's interests or the interests of others. A leader has confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. Success can not be efficiently achieved without a good leader, regardless of the resources. Leadership is always needed and therefore a significant obligation to each of our members and to the candidates.
And our last speaker will be Ayla Fredine, speaking on service.
I light the candle that represents service. Opportunities to display service present themselves to us in daily routine of life. Willingness to help others without expectation of payment is the quality we seek in our membership. We're committed to the idea of volunteering our time with abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. In the words of Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give.
We will now begin the bridging ceremony. New members, when your name is called, you will walk to meet the current member. Each new member will receive a certificate as well as a pin, NHS pin, as well as a NHS card. We would ask that you would meet in front of the table for picture opportunities when you receive it. So first, Michaela Blood will be bridging Chloe Avery. Olivia Boscher will be bridging Adria Roosevelt. Thomas Deal will be bridging Liam Sullivan. Ayla Fredine will be bridging Brooklyn Hall. Avery Gildy will be bridging Isabella Sibanovsky. Peyton Grant will be bridging Bella Lavender. Yamilet Hernandez Mendoza will be bridging Maisie Grames. Aubrey Camphouse will be bridging Grace Bronkema. Morgan Ketchpaw will be bridging Ava Van Heitzma. Thomas Maloney will be bridging Clayton Hooker. Ivy Mills will be bridging Caden Hinton. Jaden Mooney will be bridging Clara Crick. Logan Overman will be bridging Carter Dennis Murphy. Kason Pollington will be bridging Joshua McNally Rodenbaugh. Ethan Quist will be bridging Dakota Klein. Garen Schneeg will be bridging Braden Winkle. Bailey Scheel will be bridging Erica Santana Reyes. Molly Taylor will be bridging Liliana Presson. Briella Wallingus will be bridging Adeline Ridgway. Ayla Ferdine will be bridging Michaela Van Polen. Yamilet Hernandez Mendoza will be bridging Madeline Beebe. Thomas Maloney will be bridging Grant Tripp. Kason Pollington will be bridging Charlie Schoner. Molly Taylor will be bridging Catherine Quist. Peyton Grant will be bridging Madeline Reinick. Thomas Maloney will be bridging Wyatt Zeiderveen. I believe that is everyone. And I light the candle that is symbolic of our society. The emblem of this society is composed of the keystone and the torch. The keystone bears at its base letters CSLS. The letters stand for the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. The lighted torch represents truth and knowledge. As this torch gives light to you, so you may give light to others. Will the newly selected inductees, as well as the current members, please stand and repeat after me the National Honor Society pledge. I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing, to hold as fundamental and worthy and untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader and give myself freely in service of others. And in doing so, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. Parents, friends, relatives, it's my honor and privilege to present to you this year's McBain National Honor Society members for the class of 2025-2026. You guys can be seated. So I'd like to take this opportunity to discuss a few things that we have coming up. As part of the National Honor Society, we try to strive to do a lot of community service. And one of our biggest services that we do every year is our blood drives. We have 3 blood drives during the school year. We have 1 blood drive during the summer as well. On the back side of your paper that you'll see that our next blood drive is coming up on September 30th. It's a Tuesday. Our blood drive coordinators, if you guys would stand up, we have Yamilet, we have Molly Taylor, and we have Garen Schneeg. They've done a really nice job over the last year of organizing blood drives, putting these together. They were part of the crew. Last year, we were able to set a new record of 107 units in one day that we collected for our blood drive. This year, you guys can have a seat. This year, we have 46 members. 46 when we combine our new members as well as our current members. Our goal, and we've discussed this as blood drive coordinators, is to try to break that record every single time that we have a blood drive. So our goal for September 30th is to try to get 110 units this year. If you have donated at one of our blood drives in the last year, would you please stand up? Let's give these people a round of applause as well. Every one of those donations is able to actually provide help for up to 3 different patients. So when we, as a blood drive crew here, we're bringing in over 300 units per year. That's a substantial amount, especially considering the fact that not very many people donate. And I understand it's busy time, it's busy schedule, which is why we've tried to extend our times to 6:30 in the evening. So if you can take a look ahead, and if you are able, what my challenge is to all of our members is to try to recruit at least 2 people per person. That would give us well over 90 to show up and donate for our drive, with a few walk-ins here and there. I believe that this is a year that we can break 110 very easily. So if you know people who are willing to donate, if you're willing to donate blood yourself, that would be fantastic. But if we can take a look at that date and try to set that aside for this group, that would be great. One other thing, we also have a Facebook page, and this is probably my easiest way to keep in contact with parents as far as messages, upcoming events, those types of things there. So if you're not a member and haven't joined the McBain National Honor Society Facebook page, I would encourage you to do that. In addition, we also have our Chicago trip that will be coming up December 4th through the 6th. So be on the lookout for more information on that as we get closer to those days as well. In April, we do a student service day, and actually we try to do a couple of different days. April 22nd is our Earth Day, where we go and we do Adopt a Highway as well as a few other things. And then usually that following Friday or somewhere around there is when the governor comes. She gives her State of the State speech. We go and we attend that as a group. And then afterwards, that is when you can actually, I would say, hire NHS members to do whatever you would like. That is our day of service, and it's our service that we give back to the community. We have worked for the city of McBain. We have worked for the county. We have done quite a few different things. But if you're looking ahead and maybe you have an open house coming up this spring and you have a lot of yard work that needs to be done and you would like to plug away and grab a few NHS kids for a service day, they'd be more than happy to come and help you do that. So at this time, what I'd like to do is have all of the current NHS members, so this is newly elected as well as the current members. If we can stand right up here behind this table, and this will be a great time for parents and family to get pictures. You guys want to stand up? I gotta say, in my years of doing this, the incoming group, this is probably one of the biggest groups that I've seen, with 26 incoming members, or I'm sorry, 27. By the way, Claire Sullivan is also on the list. She is still currently at boot camp, I believe, so she's gonna be coming back next week, but we do wanna make sure that she gets recognized as well. All right, well, thank you all for coming, and I'm sure that we can get plenty more pictures out in the lobby as well. Thank you.